Hello, everyone. On today's coffee talk episode, we have Califia Nitro Latte with oat milk. It's a mocha flavored, and I've never had this, so I'm trying it for the first time. It kind of tastes like chocolate coffee and oatmeal. Like not the texture of oatmeal, but all together, not bad. This is definitely better than the other canned stuff I had. Oh, look at my hair. It's doing some funky stuff. Hold on a minute. All right. So, today, I'm just talking. Hold on. Sorry, I had to open a goldfish cracker bag. It was an emergency. So, today I'm actually going to ask you guys a bunch of questions, and I know you can't, respond in time, but, you can comment on either this video's link or I share it on Facebook. You can comment on that. But I want to hear from you guys. So, my first question is, what is something fun that you've been doing if you are stuck at home to pass the time by? What is something that is kind of helping to make this a little bit easier? For me, it's, playing on the piano or cooking, a lot of meals, and I'm going to do a bunch of baking today. That's the goal anyway. I do that stuff anyway, but I really rely on that stuff, if that makes sense. Like, those are my go-to happy spaces. um, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. My second question, I've seen a lot of memes on Facebook about how I ate all my quarantine snacks. So, what has been your go-to quarantine, stay-at-home, COVID, whatever, snack? For me, I like moon cheese. I really, I have never heard of it before. It came in at work a few months ago, and I tried it, and the Gouda flavor is like insanely good. So yeah, I would say moon cheese and uh sweets. I mean, I've always snack on sweets, but um I don't know. I've been like baking stuff, you know, but definitely moon cheese. That's been my go-to snack. So what has been your go-to snack that's like, all right, I'm stuck here, might as well eat it. Might as well just enjoy myself. This is my snack. So, my husband and I, and some of you might take this in a completely different direction than it is intended, and I understand that, but don't. It is actually completely innocent. My husband and I played Truth or Dare last night, and it was so much fun. We actually, picked a lot of truths. There wasn't so many dares, it was more truths, which was really cool because it was like a really neat conversation, like we both had to answer the questions that were asked. And some of them were really funny, you know. Some of them were really I found out that I am only annoying to him when he's in a bad mood. Like, there's nothing about me that annoys him in general. It's only when he's in a particular mood that he finds something annoying about me. Which is kind of funny because there's a lot of things that I think are annoying in general that I could just easily rattle off the top of my head. But I thought, well, that's pretty cool. So it's only when you're in a bad mood. Like, there's nothing on a day-to-day basis that he just kind of like, ugh, why does she have to be this way? So I thought that was kind of neat. Anyway, I was rambling on. But one of the questions he asked me was, what's the first thing that you want to do when all of this is over? And my answer was, if it's possible, because I think everything's still up in the air with the Revs, but I told him, I said, if it's possible, the very first thing that I want to do when we all get all done with this is I want to go to a baseball game with you. And he was like, "Aw," and then he laughed because when I asked him later, he said that he doesn't want to do anything sports related. And I'm like, wah, wah, wah. There goes my plans. But, that might not even, who knows? Who really knows? So, what is the first thing that you want to do that you're not able to do now, obviously? When all of this is lifted, what is the first thing? Like, it could be taking the family out for ice cream or whatever. What is the very first thing, top priority, that, I mean, if you go to church, yes, I'm really looking forward to going to church. He specifically asked activity, but what is something, bam, that you want to get out and do? So, that's that question. Okay, so before I get to my next question, I just have to say, I am encouraging you married couples out there to play truth or dare with each other. I mean, I got my husband to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star like a Rastafari guy. That was awesome. That's something I mean, it just popped in my head, and I didn't think he was going to do it, and he did it. I was like, yes. Make it silly, man. It really is a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm just easy to please. So my next question is, and if you're like totally into music and that is your thing, like, this is the question for you. So, excuse me. What has been one song that has really just, like, kind of carried you through this? Something that has either lifted your spirits and made you happy and, like, okay, I can deal with this today. Or it was like, man, that just hit me in the feels. What has been a song that has meant a lot to you in one way, shape, or form during this whole thing? For me, I'm really terrible with artists remembering who sang what, but the song is called Reckless Love. It's absolutely beautiful. It means so much to my heart and my soul. It's a song that always speaks to me every time I hear it. And I love singing it. I love listening to it. It's just such a good, like, it always hits me, like, bam, right there. And, in a good way, not like, can't breathe. But yeah, it's such a good song. And if you would like me to sing that on this channel for you, then, for God, it's really singing for God. But if you would like to hear me sing it, then comment yes. And I will do a video of me playing and singing that song. But, yep, so that's my song. So what was yours? All right, my next question is a question that I asked him last night. And it's just kind of a really weird, random question, but, just see where your head goes. But my question is, if there's any one color out there that you could get rid of, what would it be? I don't know. For me, I think my first answer would want to be red because, like, I don't hate people, but I hate that color. If that makes sense. Red makes me think of anger and, like, cinnamon red hots and, like, violence. Like, it's just such an unappealing color to me. Except in hair color. I love having red hair color. It's also the color Elmo and, like, ew. But so I guess I wouldn't want to get rid of red because I would want to still have red hair. I don't know. Orange, I guess. I could live my life without orange. As long as oranges still smelled like oranges and tasted like oranges, they didn't need to be colored orange. They don't need to be colored orange. I don't need a pumpkin to be orange. That's probably my color, orange. I don't need that one. I don't hate it, but I just don't, like, I'm good. His color was white, by the way, because it's easily, you can dirty it up easily. So, what's your color that you would get rid of that you kind of find a little unnecessary? Or just don't like? Whatever the case may be. Alright, I think my last question. What is a food that you have been craving? It's like the first thing you're going to eat that you can't eat right now, either because you can't cook it or can't find it to order. What are you craving? And what's like the first thing? Oh, like I'm going to go here. I'm going to get this. Bam. What's yours? Mine, well, it was Chinese food. But the place that is 2 spots up from where I work just recently opened up, and I was able to get some the other day. So I'm no longer craving Chinese food. But I really want Greek. I really want the Greek festival, man. That's what I really want. I want the, what is it, pastizio and moussaka and the cream, desserts, the really creamy desserts. My goodness. Ever since I tried a bunch of Greek food at Greek Fest a few years ago, I love it. Now, I do know how to cook. I can cook moussaka and I can cook pastizio. I've never attempted any of the desserts. Well, that could be something. But, I mean, it's always much more fun when someone else cooks for you. Sometimes. But no, I guess I could, make the stuff myself. But I love Greek Fest. That's what I'm missing right now. It's May. It is now officially May, and I want Greek food because that's when you get it. Yeah, or at least, in the Camp Hill area. That's when, whatever. So that's my thing. I want some Greek food. Enough said. So y'all like my mermaid tail blanket? I do sometimes put it over my feet, but I think it's more meant for kids. But it's just pretty. Makes me happy. It's sparkly and shiny and something I love. But yeah, so that's it. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for how you guys are feeling. You always hear my side of things, so I wanted to kind of hear. I hope you guys participate, comment, and just tell me what you think. What are you feeling? What are you hungry for? Whatever, all the questions that I just asked, I encourage you to answer them, and, so I can see how you guys are doing. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video, or see you at work, or whenever. All right, bye.